Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 12 of Alpha Attack. So I'm going to get very messy today with some paints. So I've doubled this layout up with UK Scrap Addicts. I am a member on the creative team and this month's theme was paint, and I knew I wanted to paint some thickers, so I decided to double up my layout for that. So all I'm doing here is I've gone through some old alphas that I have from an old Quirky kit, which is a UK kit company here in the UK, of course, because it's a UK kit company. And these alphas have just been hanging around for the last year or so. And so I decided to try and get some of them used up, especially the ones that have got a lot of random letters left on them. More so the Qs, because you'll see in some of these, the Qs you can't cut down. And like I showed in the last video, how you can alter thickers to make different words. So I was going along the lines of a cloud, rain type themed layout. So bear with me, it's all looking very colourful at the moment and random in terms of the thickers that I've used, but it does all come together very shortly. So I've already pre-gessoed my cardstock. I have used the Basil Marshmallow cardstock, which is already primed for mixed media, but I knew that I was going to be putting a fair bit of paint and weight onto this piece of card. So I did add another layer of gesso just to help it along. So I'm just using this gesso here, is £5 from the works. I wouldn't say it's the best gesso, but it does the job. So I'm sure at some stage I'll invest in some more decent gesso. But if you're just starting out mixed media, then this gesso will work okay for just practicing and playing around. I used it on this and it's fine. So I've just added that one layer of gesso and just drying that off. So in total I did 2 layers of gesso over the alphas, and you'll see that they're starting to fade in colour quite a lot. Now if I'd have thought about, or if I'd have known that the paint that I'm going to use would have covered these so well, then I probably wouldn't have added on what I'm doing now, which is some white acrylic paint. But I do add 2 layers of this. Initially I was going to colour some of the alphas and leave some of them white, but I do end up colouring them all, which you'll see in just a little while. So this is a very simple process, just sticking some alphas down randomly, popping some gesso. If you don't have gesso, you can try and put white paint straight over. I'm not too sure on how they would fare, or the white paint would fare on some of the foam thickers. So I suppose it's just trial and error really. And yeah, just making sure that you don't get any of the gesso or the white paint grouped together in some of the alphas. So some of the little recesses, you can get quite a lot of the paint and the gesso all sort of stuck, so just be mindful of that. So the cardstock got a little bit warped, so what I'm going to do is I've cut down a 1/2 inch strip from the top and the bottom, or the top and the left side of the cardstock, and I'm just going to stick that onto this rainbowish background paper just to help keep the cardstock nice and straight, and that definitely helped. So these paint markers, now I was actually sent these from an Amazon seller to review, and my honest opinion of these is I love them. So I think there's 12 or 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And you just press them down to activate them, and then they're just like paint in a pen. And they're brilliant, and I love how vibrant they are. And this is why I was slightly concerned about how much gesso and how much paint I should use on this to sort of give them enough base coat to apply these colours on top. So I just go through the colours in the rainbow order. I don't have an indigo colour in this pack, so I substituted that with the pink option instead. And I absolutely love the effect that this ultimately brings. And I'm just going to skip forward a little bit to to the end here, just finishing off those last couple. Now, the seller has kindly given me a discount code for you as well. And I'll leave that will be just down the bottom of the screen at the moment. And I'll leave that in the comments section just below the video, along with a link for the product. So if you do want any information with regards to these, then just click the link below and it will take you straight to them. So next I'm doing two things here. I'm testing out my mixed media mat. I'm sure you've all noticed I have one of the new Tim Holtz media mats, and I love this thing. So I'm just pressing those paint pens down. I can't talk. I'm just pressing those paint pens down and just adding in some water onto a paintbrush and splatting the red on the red, the orange on the orange, etc., etc. So I do that for each of the sections. So the mixed media mat, you see there, I'm just pressing that straight down onto it. And yeah, it's a great platform to be able to create and use mixed media without having to have any extra tools or any extra pots with you to do this in. And you will see it does wash off very, very well as well. So no worry about grabbing anything extra whilst I'm working. And the ink splats on this are meant to sort of represent rain along with the alphas. And I think going forwards, I'm not sure there's many rainbow layouts left in me. We're coming now into some colder months, into the autumn, and then ultimately the winter. And I'm sure that all of the autumn colours and the autumn themes and all the Christmas, I'm sorry to say the word, all the Christmas preparation is going to start, especially for December Daily. I will tell you now, I am going to do a December Daily series that will be starting in November. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. And so onto the photograph. So I'm just using this photo, an older photo of my husband, and I've pulled this 6x6 paper pack just to layer some colours underneath. So I've chosen yellow, this green geometric one, and then a pinky red colour. Which pulls out the colours of the thickers in the background. And I'm just doing a really thin slither of these pattern papers around the photo because I didn't want this photograph to cover up too much of the background. In hindsight, I probably should have gone for an even smaller photo, so I'm not covering up too much of it, but it's done. It's it is what it is. So because I've got a lot of paint and texture on the background already, behind the photo, I do stick the photograph down with some wet glue. Now, as if the amount of thickers I have down already is not enough, I am going to add even more for my title. So I found this, I know it's song lyrics, and I'm just going to add this all on here. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I can't remember who the singer-songwriter is. If you know, leave it in the comments below because it's been bugging me all day. So that goes up in that top left-hand cloud. And then on to just a few embellishments. So I found this little sun sticker piece. And I have outlined the clouds with the black paint marker pen as well, just to define them because they were getting a little lost. And finally then in with some of these little puffy hearts and stars. These are from Pink Fresh Studio. And I'm just going to add all of those in. The mixed media mat and those Tim Holtz word stickers that you can see to the right, they actually came from a UK company called the Scrap Cafe, who are primarily retreat and crop organisers. But they also have a shop and sell some products. Now, I know that they are going online, and I love to promote as many UK scrapbooking places as possible. So if the shop is up online, then I will leave it linked below. If it's not quite there yet, then I shall, or just Google it and yeah, keep an eye out. So I'm not sure whether she has any more of the mixed media mats left, but if you are interested in them, then yeah, just Google the Scrap Cafe and in the UK and reach out to her. So yeah, final thing to do on here is just adding some tiny word stickers, and this is pretty much finished. So thank you very much for joining me for episode 12 of Alpha Attack. I hope this has given you inspiration. If it has, please do give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Excuse the train. And I shall see you all very soon for the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Bye.